I feel like there was a time when I went somewhere and I said something about staying in a hotel room, and Mom was like, "You didn't show me the room," or whatever, for something. I feel like that was a thing that happened, and I could be making it up, and she won't remember anyway, but this is our very boring first night hotel room. The wall color is cool. Everything else is kind of not good, but not sketchy. We are in Hurricane, Utah, right outside of Zion National Park, which we won't be going to until Friday. This is... Now let me switch this around. Hang on. It won't let me switch in the middle of a video to go to the other camera. There's the parking lot. Whoop-de-doo. This little mountain with a tiny... Woo! See that? Oh yeah. That is literally called Molly's nipple. I don't know who Molly is. She must have had great tits to get a whole mountain named after her, though. That was our last chance to get gas for 106 miles.
Yep.
That was it. That sign. Yeah, I thought that I had plenty of time to get gas later, and I had, I don't know, like, maybe a little more than a quarter tank, almost half a tank.
Yeah.
But then we just kept going and going, and there were no signs for anything. It was just this. Lots of this.
And usually stretches that are going to be that long a duration of nothing tell you, fill up. It's going to be a while.
Apparently there was a sign and we missed it on both ends of this stretch. Yeah, 106 miles of no exits or gas stations except that one little sign we just showed you. And that one little sign, the gas station is 10 miles out of that little road, and apparently it's not always open. Anyway, so... And you're not allowed to turn around. There's no U-turn signs everywhere. I'm sure people still do sometimes, but if you get caught, you probably get a ticket. Yeah, our gas tank got down really low. To like one little notch of gas. And we was nervous.
Yeah, just waiting for it to go...
But we made it.
Roll to a stop.
We made it anyway.
Somehow, on fumes,
yes.
on luck.
On a tiny car with good gas mileage, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Then I looked it up later, and this is the longest stretch of interstate in the United States that doesn't have a gas station or a stop or anything. There were rest stops. We hit those on the way back, and they're really freaking cool, but there's no gas. It just looks amazing, so here we go.
Yeah.
gonna poop on you. We did not film getting into Denver and going to our hotel room because it sucked and it was sketchy and it was ghetto and the SWAT team was there.
Would have been nice to capture, but it would not have been worth the viewing other than being appalled by it.
It would have just frightened you. But Liam did take a picture of the SWAT truck. The lady at the hotel was like, "Oh, they gotta get somebody out here that's not leaving." I was like, "All right." Okay. She was like, "I swear this doesn't happen all the time," and she's probably full of shit. But yeah, and then there was some drone watching the hotel, like over the highway or whatever. That was probably the police drone or whatever. She said it'd been there for hours.
Like 4 hours. And when we first pulled up and parked, we didn't notice anything going on, and I don't know if we were in the car or if we had stepped out, but we look at the main lobby, and immediately walking out of the door is 2 SWAT guys, but they were in like camouflaged like army garb. They looked like soldiers, and they had machine,
yeah, they had like freaking
rifles.
Assault rifles.
Yeah, full tactical gear. And then I think we get out and we're walking towards the check-in lobby, and then off to the left we see this like full SWAT team in like a tactical
They
vehicle.
were really nonchalant though, like they were not in a hurry.
They were all calm.
They just kind of went up to the door and they were all like telling people to stay inside.
yeah.
I don't even know if they grabbed anybody and left, but
no, I think they said that they had gotten away or someone, because they had this tactical SWAT vehicle, like an SUV kind of a tank feel thing.
Yeah, I probably have the picture up while we're talking, so she probably sees it.
And then they drove it up to like the wing of the spot where this person was staying, and then they go up to the second floor, they go in, whatever, and then they come out, they come down. They don't appear to be like hauling anyone out, and when the vehicle comes by, there's no one tucked into the back of the vehicle.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but yeah, the first key they gave us to a room, the room hadn't been cleaned yet. It like still had like Budweiser cans laying around, and we went back and we were like, "God, this is still dirty." And she was like, "What? Oh my god!" she like gave us another room, and then we couldn't get into that door because the keys weren't working or whatever. And then like we had to go back down another time, and eventually we got into our room, and it was pretty lackluster. And the floor didn't have carpet, but the floor felt like all grimy, and like Liam wouldn't walk around in his socks because it felt dirty.
Yeah, I will walk down the street barefoot, down the driveway barefoot, anywhere barefoot, or in socks. I would not walk on this floor without shoes. And it's one of those places that just smells like people have lived in it for 20 years and smoked indoors for 20 years.
It didn't smell like smoke to me, but
just the whole place.
Yeah, it was
just
one of those
cigarettes.
right off the highway gross kind of.
Yeah.
But whatever. It could have been worse, I guess. We lived.
For now.
Nobody broke in and murdered us.
Yeah.
Here, look at some mountains. Here's some more mountains.
That's a much better view.
As we cross the Rocky Mountains towards our town of right outside Denver, Colorado. And that's how this one ends. Bye!